Oh, it's Saturday morning. Still gonna be the afternoon. Well, no, it's still morning. October, August 31st, and I'm sober. Or I'm not hungover, which is great. I got up. I woke up like at 6. Went for a walk at 7:15, and it made me feel good. And then I shaved, and I just cut myself to ribbons just right now. I'm bleeding all over the place, and I love this VHS. So I'm gonna try to do this real quick. Um, I watched 2022's Await the Dawn. I watched it on Tubi just because I was like, that font just looks like Evil Dead. I'm a sucker for anything Evil Dead, and it's a total ripoff. Well, not a total ripoff, but it does definitely rip on Evil Dead among other movies. But it has Courtney Gaines, D. Wallace Stone, Bruce Davison, who, like, you know his face, and I looked him up. He's always this like a character actor, side character in the movie, but he was Senator Kelly in X-Men. But he's been in a lot of stuff, but I just seem to remember him from more stuff, but actually I don't remember like a lot of the stuff he's been in, but he just has that face. Anyway, also has I forgot his name, Wes from Road Warrior. Can't remember his name, but you know Wes Bennett from Commando. I don't remember his name. And he's in the very beginning, and he's in the very first scene, which when I saw it, I was like, whoa, seems kind of cool. It's like this little demonic girl goes into a gas station, some kind of little store, with this like zombie looking guy with her, and she like makes him blow his face off with a shotgun in front of Wes Bennett. Can't remember his name. And that looked pretty cool. I was like, wow. It kind of reminded me of like something you would see in the Joe Bagos movie, kind of like Christmas Play Christmas, or VFW. So I was like, oh, okay. Or even like the Convent. So, it's got a family. They're trying to help their daughter. I guess she was a junkie. And Dee Wallace is the mom. I don't know who the dad was. But they're in an RV, and then they get a hijack. So I was like, okay, from dusk till dawn. And then, fortunately, it just doesn't turn into that. They're mostly in the RV, but, they come across that little girl who's actually like it's cool that she's not just a demon. She's like a creature from another dimension. The guy that hijacked the RV, he was doing experiments. His name, this director writer, he really just lays it on thick with the homages and just like citing horror movies and books, I guess, because the character's name is Howard Phillip. So, and then there's a flashback. He worked with two doctors. One was Dr. Cronin, and the other one was Dr. Berg. I was like, come on, man. Just use Cronenberg and Craven or Hooper. Just use it. And then he even rips off Demon Knight, where like this girl hits a monster or a possessed person, and she's like, I'm sorry, and it worked a lot better in Demon Knight. But I still can't fault him for using all these things, because I did like the movie. It's not a gore fest like I thought it was going to be, but it was enough gore to where I was satiated. And it was, I don't know, I liked it. I would think if you like Evil Dead, any of those movies, give it a watch. It's not as good as any of those, but it was pretty good. Await the Dawn from 2020, I would give it a solid 3. Better than average, but not as, I wouldn't say 3.5, but no, I think that's still giving it too much. So I've been reading a lot of comics. I read this. I've had this for years, Hawk and Dove, and I just realized I've never read it all. I've never read the last issue because it's only I think it's 5 issues. No, let me see. Oh, it's 5 issues. Yeah, 5th issue. I love these collections when they have the covers too, because I've been reading these Conans and they don't have the cover. And this is drawn by. This is a really good cover. This is like Rob Liefeld's first, like, big thing. Maybe first thing he ever did in comics. And I was like, man, if he would have stuck with this style, because they made him. I think you have to conform to like DC's and Marvel's. At least back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, you have to draw like their house style, I guess. And he's just fine. And this is pretty good. This is just your basic superheroes fighting a bad guy. And Kestrel, he looks dumb and cool at the same time, but there's a part where he kills 70 people in a restaurant. They don't show it. You see the aftermath, and I was like, God damn, he killed 70 people? So I got this, I don't know. It was $10. See if I can find a year when it says 93, but I didn't get it that long ago, but shoot. Maybe, I think this is like when I started collecting like in early 2000s. So I would give this a 4. I was just good art, good characters, and it had one thing I noticed, that it had good like like a background cast, all of their friends and stuff. They're all like good characters. And I read this Frankenstein Underground, written by, I'm pretty sure it's written, but it says, story by Mike Mignola, art by Ben Stenbeck. Ben Stenbeck is just, I love his art. He's one of my favorite new artists. See if I can find a good, everything. This has everything. It's got monsters, zombies, weird, like a race of like subhumans, underground, magic. Frankenstein is a great character. Reading this says, he's just pretty much a zombie, but he's like maybe the first zombie. And then just like Mignola, he just comes up with these great characters, like this princess, and this little dude here. If I just gave Hawk and Dove a 4, I would have to give this a 4.5. When I read it, like, before I was gonna go to sleep, and I was gonna read something to help me go to sleep, and I got into it and I just read it all, and then I started a Swamp Thing, and I was tired by then. I had to go to sleep. But yeah, Ben Stenbeck, anything he draws, I'm gonna assume it's good. So check out all this stuff, I guess. I'm still bleeding, no. But I watched a movie last night that I really, really, really liked, and I'll review that later if I'm not too wasted. But yeah,